Streaming. All right, so here we go. We are going live. So, great. We are live now. And now it's just a matter of time. So, the people can hear us. The things can say. Okay, and the sky... the chat is on fire with waiting for us.
Whoa. Hey.
Hey, everybody. We'll be right there. Sorry for all of the technical difficulties. We are here. And I don't know if they can hear us. Yeah, they can. There's some chatter going on. Okay. This is so much in need of a drink.
Tell you what, I'm ready to make you a drink.
Yeah, let's do it. So here we go. We're gonna.
I want some thumbs up in the chat if you can hear us.
Please turn slow mode out. I don't know if I can change slow mode in the middle of the thing. But so you're gonna have to. What? Okay. But I think they can hear us. It's just like it's now on a delay because we're in slow mode.
Slow mode.
Can I?
Sure you can.
Uncheck slow mode. Save. Now, slow mode is off. Chat away.
There we go.
Ding
Let's
ding.
Go.
All right.
Let's make a drink.
Who's ready for drinking? I believe I am ready for drinking. They can hear us, but they can't see us. But guess what? Now you can see us. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Signature Cocktail with Kyle Hammond. I am indeed Kyle Hammond, and tonight our signature guest is Mike Emmett, who is this side.
Hey.
This side.
I'm over there. Great.
Yeah. Where'd you go? There you go.
I don't know. Well, it's down here, really. We're down under.
There you go.
Down under. And thanks to those technical difficulties, it is now drinking hour in Australia. So it's Saturday, it's after 12 o'clock. Let's go. Look, Kyle, I know we're about to talk a whole lot of stuff about one of these gins, but I can't do the rest. I can't even begin without a proper gin and tonic. So, do you mind if we just make a drink?
I don't mind a bit. Let's just get this party started right.
So I'm going to be using this Four Pillars Rare Dry Gin, which we can talk about in a minute, but I'm not going to do any talking till we've got a proper gin and tonic. Now, we're starting with a gin and tonic because I'm all about the drinking, not about the making. But there is such thing as perfection in a gin and tonic. So we're just going to fill this glass with ice. There's no such thing as too much ice in a gin and tonic because thermal mass is your friend, the more the better.
Thermal mass. Wow. Okay.
Thermal mass. Yeah. So I want this glass to be nice.
You're getting all scientific right out of the gate. Okay.
Yeah, right out of the gate here, man.
Like, I thought we were jumping to the drink right out of the gate, not getting scientific.
Well,
right
we can talk and drink at the same time. Now,
maybe you can.
Remembering, of course, that we're making a gin and tonic here, not a tonic and gin. So the ratio of gin to tonic is important here. Otherwise, we lose the gin or we lose the tonic. So I'm using a really beautiful tonic here from an Australian company called
those things are
Fever
important.
Tree. Yeah. So it's really important to have a really good tonic in a gin and tonic because if the bigger partner in the gin and tonic is in fact tonic, then it's got to be a good one, right?
Well, that's
so
why
this is Fever Tree.
It's great that I got the cheapest signature cocktail brand, Signature Select, from the grocery store. So
we're all about inclusion here, so it's fine.
Doing great.
So this is a good, and we're all about the learning. So I will be really pleased with my drink, and you can share your disappointment. That's fine.
Together we'll meet in the middle.
So in terms of ratios, I'm gonna go in here with 45 milliliters. I don't know what that is in bananas. I've got one here for scale. I think it's about 45 mils is about 1.5 fluid ounces.
Great. So that's what I'm going to go with. Whatever you say.
So there's my 45 mils or 1.5 fluid ounces of this world-beating, award-winning Australian gin. Best gin in the world. 2 years running.
Best gin in the world.
Continues to Distiller of the Year, honestly, this company is just kicking so many goals. They're great. I get to work for them in my work as a food photographer and wine photographer and all of that sort of stuff. And they're just the best people to work for.
I can't wait to
And
talk
they really
more
make
about
beautiful
that.
gin.
But for now,
So-
are you pouring the tonic straight into the glass?
So the gin is in there.
Oh, the gin is
Gin's in there.
first.
The
Uh-oh.
gin's in there over the ice. And so we want,
That
on
was the
top
one
of
and a
that,
half.
Yeah, okay, well, we're already a step behind, aren't we? That's okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You are
You know.
moving fast, and I love it, because we got to
See,
catch
it
up.
was just a gin and tonic. It was just a gin and tonic, right?
Here we
gin
go.
and tonic, what could go wrong? But it's not a tonic and gin.
See? You know what's up. There. Here we go. 1 1/2. Perfect.
Yeah, great.
Delicious.
So,
and I'm using the
so this is-
Chicago gin. Chicago Spirit gin.
I want to hear about that too.
Just for
So this
reference.
the perfect G&T is going to have 2 parts tonic to 1 part gin.
Okay.
So there you go. That's it.
Times
I mean,
2.
but it's all about ratios. Now this happens to be a 200 milliliter or whatever bananas that is bottle. So I'm just going to put a little less than half in.
Gotcha. So I am going to do my
you can
best
give it a
to
stir if you've got
measure
one of
it.
those devices. That,
So 1 1/2 times 2 is 3. So I'm going to go 2 from this side. What? Is that right?
No, that's great.
And 1 from that side. There you go. That's 3, which is double
Yeah.
the gin.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Exactly.
Did I do that
2 to
right?
1.
There you go.
Ratios.
Ratios.
Ratios. They're important,
It's
people.
all about math.
Yeah.
And I am
In-
not all about math.
So this gin here, this rare dry gin, it uses a shit ton of oranges to lift all of those botanicals.
I like oranges.
So it's next to juniper the biggest ingredient in this gin. So just to sort of enhance that, I'm going to add a wedge of orange
Wedge of orange. Well, I have
as
lime.
a garnish. You have lime, so that's fine. So a citrus will be fine. Blood orange would have been fine. Ruby grapefruit, fine. And actually, you can see as that goes in, if you've got the lighting just perfect, the oils from that orange just start to come in. And there is my perfect gin and tonic ready to go. I feel like we can talk now.
Oh, okay. Well, first off, let me put that little bit of lime in. And then do like that. There we go. Oh, the lime tried to hide from back there. It's in there. Now we can talk.
Now we can talk. So 2 to 1,
All right.
little bit of lime, just lifting your nose.
Just
Gin's such a cool thing.
That's delicious.
See, like, what
Okay,
is there
now we
that's hard
can
about a
talk.
gin and tonic? Nothing. But when you've got the perfect one, the 5% makes 100% difference, right?
Wow, you're all about these numbers, Mike. So, okay,
Totally.
now that we can talk, welcome to the Signature Cocktail. We
I'm
know
so pleased
each
we
other.
finally got here.
I am so pleased as well. I'm glad they can hear us, they can see us. Whatever. It's all good. We're coming from, this is going to be a great segue. We know each other from office hours, which is all about AV and tech and learning how to live stream over the past 2 years. So obviously we've learned a lot. Well, at least I have.
It's been a steep learning curve,
Yeah, it's a very steep learning curve with Alex and all those guys.
which is why
involved.
office hours has been great because we're on the same steep learning curve at various bits. So you can just kind of grab the tails of the person in front of you and go, you seem to be coping with this. Can I have a?
Can I, excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Exactly.
More soup, sir. Yeah, and so but that's the great thing about office hours is there's always someone up and ahead of you that's like, yeah, come on, let me show you how this works, and like
Exactly.
pulling us up. So that's the great news. But that's how we know each other. And we've become friends through various online hanging outs.
I know.
What?
Not Facebook friends yet. We need to address that.
Right, which we discovered just today. I'm like, oh, we got to fix that. Yeah. So we'll fix that in the post show. Speaking of post show, we're going to go to after the drink we make. We're going to go to the Hour of Happy. So if you want to know more about that, put that in the chat. We'll get your information. We'll figure it out. We'll get you that link. if you're in the chat. If you're not in the chat, you can also click in. If you're seeing this later, you can click on the Patreon down there for Corey and Sarah are famous, and we'll connect with you that way. Then you can know more about what's going on. How's that? Cool? Fair enough. But for now, we're going to make a Floradora. What are we making?
So you asked me for a signature cocktail, and I went over this for a bit because, I'm actually not, I love my cocktails. One of my favorites, I think, is the king of cocktails, which is the Negroni. But I don't think it's my signature. I think my signature cocktail has to be the one that I can make quickly, because I'm all about the drinking, not the making.
Right. So the drinking, not the making.
I'm not a bartender. I'm a photographer who works in this world. So I love and appreciate these things, and I make these drinks for myself to make the best use of this. But if I want a really good cocktail, I'm asking a really good bartender for one, right?
But this is, there you go.
Right? But this is a gin that's really special to me. It's made maybe a good 3-wood, like a good hit. Golf hit that way.
3-wood. I was like, is that a Australian term of measurement that I'm not aware of? Yeah. No, it's golf. I know a 3-wood. Yeah, I got you.
It's about 2.5 bananas, and that away, and it's made. This particular one is made with grapes grown in my region here as well. So it's called a bloody Shiraz Gin.
Yes.
Some of you might be familiar with slow gin out of the US, which is it's that kind of berries steeped in gin idea. Except with slow gin, what you do is you take a really cheap, nasty gin and you put bitter, awful berries, slow berries, because it's the best thing you can do with them. You can't do anything else. You just drown them in gin, and then to make it taste good, you add a crap load of sugar. So slow gin's this really sweet gin drink with a bit of bitterness, right? So Shiraz Gin, on the other hand, here is made by steeping freshly picked Shiraz grapes straight out of the vineyard at harvest time, which is right now here in the Yarra Valley. And these guys now crush about 135, 140 tons a year of Shiraz grapes to make this drink. So
that's a lot of grapes.
It is, yeah. So they take the whole
that's
whole,
more
the
than
whole
a
berries.
banana.
They take the whole berries and they steep it in 100% red dry gin, and they let it sit for about 8 weeks, and then they press it off, and it comes out this deep dark color, and it takes on the sweetness of the grapes and the color of the grapes, but it's still gin, and that's the point of this. It's still gin. It's not wine. It's not. Because the pure alcohol stops any fermentation process. There's none of that's going to go on. It's just the sweetness and a bit of flavour and the colour, the intense colour that comes out in this gin.
That's
and
incredible.
then they dilute it back with more gin.
That's
right.
Add a little bit more gin on that. Keep the gin coming.
A lot more gin.
A lot more gin.
This is
Go ahead.
No, this is the gin where if they run out of stock of this, they get hate mail.
Nobody wants hate mail at the gin distillery.
No. But it is a seasonal product. It's picked, like the grapes are picked fresh every year during harvest at the peak. The measure of sugar in a grape is known as baume. It's like the suspended sugars in the grape.
Yeah.
And it's picked at around 12 or 13 baume. So it's picked, and they're premium winemaking grapes. There's no rubbish in it.
No rubbish. No foot
No
grapes.
rubbish in it whatsoever. Anyway, I digress.
So my question was about the adding of the gin. Like you said, they take the rare dry gin. Like at what step in the process, like do they take the gin that would be going to market as that gin and then just like offshoot it, or is it sort of like they take the off gin or the you know what I'm saying? I don't know much about the distillery process.
It is literally the same gin. So
the exact same gin.
It's they make more of it. They make more of it to go into the Shiraz gin. They don't cut into the production of this.
Gotcha.
This
Yeah,
is
that's
this
what
is
I
sold all over the it's sold all over the world. In fact, these two gins and one other are available all around the world. The other one, which I don't have here, is the olive leaf gin, which is like a martini in a gin bottle. It's just amazing. It is one of my favourite gins. But yeah, it is literally this gin, and
My
grapes
headphones.
soaked
Hang
in
on,
that gin.
hang on, Mike. There it is.
So now I'm going to keep talking.
Headphones. See, this
so
was my
I
part
believe,
of my just making things work, and my headphones fell out.
So we managed to get a bottle of this to you, which is extraordinary. Like, how hard is it to ship alcohol, not just to the States, but around the States?
Yeah, it's very hard. We were talking about it today. Not you and I were talking about it, but then also the other people were talking about it. Like, it's just hard to get booze around the States.
So Four Pillars is distributed in the States, in the US, which it can be distributed in. And like I said, the Rare Dry, the Bloody Shiraz, and the Olive Leaf Gin are the ones that you'll find at, say, Benny's. It's also available.
Which I want to pick that up because I know the Benny's, which everybody around here knows, but I don't know how many people around the world know, or is huge. It's got a large display of all kinds of booze, but like especially I wanted to, because it was like you could get all of these Four Pillars gins. I was like, what? Oh, I need to check those out.
Yeah.
Like there's not just the Bloody Shiraz, but there's a bunch of them.
But you can also get. I noticed they had a great selection of mixes as well, and they didn't have it at your local store, but at some of the stores they had a bitter lemon, which is a bitter lemon tonic. So it's actually tonic with, made with lemon and in particular the pith of the lemon, which adds an astringency to it, which actually sits so well with the sweetness of this Bloody Shiraz gin. So that is the perfect combination of the bitter lemon and Bloody Shiraz. So that would be your gin and tonic combination with this gin.
Oh, nice. Well, I'll try that next time. But
and
for now,
similar
what are we
ratios.
making tonight with the Floradora?
Well, so this is a Bloody Floradora.
We got to get these people drinking. It's the weekend.
We do. We've got to get these people drinking. Now, it's tricky because, I imagine your folks will not have had the opportunity to get themselves a Four Pillars Shiraz gin.
Not yet, but they can come to my house and we'll talk.
They can, absolutely. But this is a unique thing. So there's a few Shiraz gins starting to pop up now.
Oh yeah.
This is the market leader. And
The
those slow gins do not work in this drink because it's too sweet. It's too sweet. So you would make a cocktail that does not have that level of sweetness. But we're just going to make a Bloody Floradora. It's my signature cocktail for today because it's such an Aussie thing to say.
Bloody Floradora.
Bloody Floradora, mate. So that's what we're going to make.
There you go.
A Bloody Floradora.
Say it again.
Bloody Floradora. So it's pretty easy. It's I'm just checking my Siri device here for the correct imperial measurements, but again, it's about ratios. For this, we're going to need our shaker. We're going to need some ice in that.
All right. Do you use
amount of
a
ice. We're all
strainer
about thermal mass
shaker
here.
or a cup strainer or a cup shaker?
I am not. I look. This is a strainer shaker, but what doesn't matter. Whatever
matter.
shakes your boat.
I don't know what that is.
So I'm going to go into that shaker with a fair bit of ice. I'm going to squeeze about 25 mils of fresh lime juice out, and that's about 1 1/4 fluid ounces. So.
Oh, that's quite a bit.
It's pretty much.
Quite a bit of
It is quite a bit. It's pretty much the juice of a whole lime, although this one is a really juicy lime. Heavens to Betsy! Now hold on to that empty lime when you finish squeezing it too, because that's going to be important later. So there we go. I've got my lime juice, and that's going to go in on top of my ice.
I did the thing where I didn't cut it nip to navel.
Oh.
I
I just cut straight across.
sideways. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I did. You did that correctly. Well done, you.
Well done, me. And you just put it straight in the strainer, or do you measure?
Straight in. Well, I measured it out at
I'll try
approximately
mine.
25 mils, but it was pretty close to 1 1/4 fluid ounces.
This is me doing my best here. Here we go. We're gonna squeeze.
Yeah. So not quite the small side of that, but yeah. Let's just go the juice of the lime. They look like small limes. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Everything's all
It's all stuck.
everything grows big here in Australia.
This is not working out. I didn't bring.
Oh, it's working out great.
You know,
it's working out
here.
great. I'll just
second.
regale you with stories of
Here we go.
actually, do you know
got
Cam
my strainer
Mackenzie,
over
who
here.
is
Here we
one of the pillars of the 4 pillars. Cam makes the gin. Stu Gregor makes noise, and Matt Jones, he makes sense. He's the brains. But Cam Mackenzie is the distiller,
Yeah.
and he tells a great story about some people he met at a bar once. He said, "Oh yeah, we love your Shiraz gin, mate. That's great.
Shiraz.
Really good, yeah." And he's like, "Well, how do you?" He's, how do you enjoy it? Like, how do you like to drink it? And the guy was just like this, like you put it in a glass and you drink it. It's not complicated. You just drink it.
Just drink.
Oh, look at you! You're going all pressy on me.
Yeah.
Don't get too pressy because we need a bit of that for later. So my lime is.
I'm having trouble getting any
is
juice
like
out of this lime. Is my problem.
Oh, really?
Like the-
Okay. Well, you get as pressy as you want.
That's why I'm getting pressy, because there's nothing coming. Like, I got the driest lime at the market. How's that?
Wow.
A
There
thing?
you go. So
Like, look
we're
at that.
making
It's
citrus
not even
paste.
coming out. Like, nothing's coming out.
Oh, that looks pretty good though. If that's the whole lime, let's go with that.
Like, I crushed that thing.
Yeah, all right. Let's
let's just
that's
go.
what we've got. That's what we use.
I got more limes, but okay. Let's do it. What do we
Fine.
got?
Let's do it. Okay, so that lime juice goes in over your ice,
Yep.
and then we're going to go in with 50 mils. So that's like roughly 2 fluid ounces. I
Almost
suppose.
2 ounces, yeah.
Almost 2 ounces of
The Shiraz Gin.
the Shiraz Gin.
Nice. And I'm gonna.
Shiraz,
I've been
Shiraz or
waiting to
Syrah?
do this. Like, I got this, and you keep saying, "Have you opened that bottle yet? Have you opened that bottle yet?" I'm like, "No, I wanted
There
to
you go.
do it on the show." So
Here we are doing it on the
We're
show.
doing it now. If I can
I'm
get it.
I'm watching this for the struggle.
That's. I mean, that's why it's.
Oh, there we go. It's so dramatic.
Look at that. So now I can finally drink this. Oh yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah.
2 ounces.
I have to warn you, this is going to be the most popular gin in your house.
Oh,
Don't like to.
there we go.
2 fluid ounces, great.
Just in there. Oh, now we're gonna shake it up.
This is the universal sign for my dog to come running. Hello, Rosie.
Hi,
She
Rosie.
thinks I'm shaking it. So this one shake that till the shake the rice is up.
There we go. So
And,
you keep saying like popular gin in your house and gin. Like, I am not a gin drinker, but I'm hoping with this,
Right now.
I am now. We'll see.
So pour the whole thing, ice and all,
Oh yeah.
into
Oh,
the
shot.
glass. Yeah, and we're going to add some extra ice too because thermal mass.
Thermal mass. That's the name of my ska band in high school.
Is it thermal mass? So far we've got gin and lime.
I don't have room for much ice. I just put one more in. That's about all I can get in there.
Here we go, gin and lime, and which is a nice drink in itself. But now we're going to add 60 mils or 3 fluid ounces of ginger ale, ginger beer.
I'm
So
running out of
this
room.
is really fitting. It's a really simple cocktail, and of course there is gin and ginger.
Yeah. Of course there is. I see what you did there. Oh gosh! The box just broke.
Excellent. Well, so they've got this pretty pink cocktail going on here. And just while we wait for Kyle to get his shit together.
Perfection. Oh, when I was on... Good. You didn't see all of that because I was on the other camera angle. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean.
Nothing
all
happened at
shook
all
up.
apart from the expletives. So yeah, you want to put 2 fluid ounces of that
There you go.
in your, straight into the glass with that extra ice. Oh yeah, nice.
Sure. Call that good.
And you're just going to garnish it with the husk of that lime. Straight in there, like that.
Oh, right. The whole thing?
Yep, whole thing.
Boom.
Just poke it under. Poke it under.
Oh, I don't... If I poke it under, it's going to...
Oh, it's going to overflow. Well, there you go. It's pretty full. There we go.
Get some out of there. I'm going to take this extra ice out. I think I'm good with the ice.
I think you went overboard on the ice. There you go.
Well, you said you
Beautiful.
can't have too much ice, but, I guess
you
you
go.
can.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's try this
That is
drink. Oh, boy. Oh! Well, how do you do?
See? Is that not the taste of the... It's a little bit sour, not sweet. You get a bit of sweetness from the ginger beer. Not too much. Definitely a little bit of sweetness on the after palate, which comes from the Shiraz Gin. And that lime is just... Poof.
Okay, so that tastes like candy is the the bad thing, but it's really good. That is delicious. It like literally it reminds me of like candy from like childhood candy, and I'm trying to place the like it's probably like a grape berry, but with like
acid drops, like those little things with the ascorbic acid, which just pops into
yeah, pop rocks or pop rocks. Oh, that's
what
good.
they are. Yeah, it's like pop rocks. There you go, and it's but it isn't sweet. It's just like that pop of acid and sweetness, which is yeah, and it's fragrant.
You are correct that this is now my favorite gin in the house. The bad news is I might have to make a couple of more of these very quickly.
Yeah.
I might have to go get another bottle. Wow, I'm glad I didn't. I'm very glad I did not open this bottle before this show, because otherwise I'd have had to go get another bottle. But I'll have to do that now, which will be fine. That's delicious. Thank you, Mike. And thank you, everybody at home, for watching along. And sorry for the delay. We hope you enjoyed your drink. Mike, do you have any... we're going to be friends on Facebook, but do you want to... is 4 Pillars or Redfish Bluefish? Do you have any handles that you want to give the people?
So my own Instagram is Redfish Bluefish Photo. That's where I hang out over there. And 4 Pillars Gin on Instagram and most of the socials, in fact. 4 Pillars Gin and 4pillarsgin.com.au. I believe .com will get you the list of places you can get it in America. You can actually order it online and it will ship from your local state authorized seller.
Theoretically.
Theoretically. Although I couldn't get one from there to Kyle. We had to go buy Binnies. And I really recommend hitting up 4pillarsgin.com because the recipes there are fantastic and they keep them simple. And it's about the gin and having that gin in balance, so you're always tasting gin. It's not just about a showy cocktail.
Right. And you've got lots of gins to choose from, so awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. Cheers, everybody at home. Thank you. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week. We're going to make a vodka drink. So see you next week. Delicious. Now I have to find my mouse so I can stop the stream with my mouth full of gin.
Candy.
Gin.
Candy. Evil gin candy.
Oh, delicious.
It's a unique experience, isn't it?